Now, considering what we just talked about in regards to Azazel, you have a lot of talk in culture about people wanting to be the GOAT. They want to be the GOAT. He the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the GOAT. Everybody want to be the GOAT. Everybody want to be the GOAT of this or the GOAT of that. They want to be the GOAT of their whole arena. I want to be the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. Well, you choosing to also be the scapegoat, because scape is the prefix to GOAT. You ain't just the GOAT. You're not just the sign of Capricorn. The GOAT in biblical imagery represents stubbornness. So there's a stiff-necked generation, a generation that they can't turn, they can't see another perspective. Their neck too stiff. They can't turn. They can't see. You know what I mean? They can't see what's going on. They're not allowed to because their stubbornness forbids it. And so this goat gets brought out into the wilderness, and that's a tough way, because this is where they get the phrase "is lonely at the top" from. It's not that they at the top of the mountain. No, it's lonely out in the wilderness. It's lonely out in desolate places. It's lonely when you're being offered out to Azazel, because it's not an upgrade, it's a downgrade. You know, you're not being dedicated to Azazel. It's not an offering. You're not being sacrificed to Baal or Moloch. No, this is not a sacrifice. This is an abandonment. No blood is shed for Azazel. You know what I mean? And they say, again, like I said, the breaking of the neck, where's that? The throat chakra and above. You want to be the GOAT at an industry that is going to make you not the greatest of all time, but the scapegoat, the blame, the fall guy. When it all comes down, falling, and indictments come, they're going to be kicking down your door with a whole bunch of charges too. They're going to racketeer you, like rack it up, like a game of pool, and shoot you right off the green. Right? You already got the duality just waiting in between the spectrum of color. You're using the cue ball, which is white, to hit all the other colors, the 8 ball being last. The number for infinity is on the color of space, black. So the scapegoat is pushed out into the wilderness, and being the greatest of something is going to come with a wilderness experience. I hate to break it down to you. If you're a wanderer who loves to travel and you don't mind being alone, and you know you're your own best company, you in your element, you in your peaceful space. These kind of areas become sanctuary. What would represent a prison for somebody else, a boredom torture chamber for somebody else, is an open environment for another person, where they could just breathe and have peace. Yeah, Israel, on some level, they were sent and offered out to Azazel once they left Egypt. The death angel passed over, Apollyon passed over, and during that time, under the laws of Moses, was when these rules with the goats were put in place. And then you also have the goat representing the Baphomet, which is showing you duality, not just in comparing opposites and being the master of comparing opposites, neither. There's something much more sinister. You're going to have to be the hero and the villain. I don't know how you feel about that. I think you would want to be one or the other if you had your own choice. But that's not how scripts go. At any time, if the script should call for it, and you're not the writer of the script, it's not your movie, you're not the director. This is what comes into being the GOAT. You're the GOAT of somebody else's play. You're the GOAT of somebody else's zoo. You're a part of a zoo. All of us are. A zoo called Earth. A zoo called Gaia. A zoo called whatever you want to call this place. Is a zoo. Yeah, the space appears open, but compared to all of the other worlds that's out there that we haven't explored, we still in a box. Just that the walls are holographic, transparent, translucent. You know, that's the illusion. But you can break through that. Choose to be the GOAT without the scape that comes before it.